Hey guys, and welcome to the Overnight Coder. Today I have something a little bit different for you. Still using ListingPro, but today we're going to take a look at Medical Pro. So some of you guys have been asking, what's included, what's not included, what's going on with the theme, and I got some great news. So the stable version is finally here. I got a chance to play around a little bit with the beta version and kind of pretty much go through all the bugs. But the good news is the stable version, so far, I haven't found any bugs. I mean, I'm still kind of new in it, probably a little bit too new to be talking about everything in it, but I do want to run you down some of the features. Some of the things that are missing, some of the things that are there, or not missing, but that haven't been included that I look forward to maybe them including. But let's jump right in. So the first thing I want to share with you is, I'm going to pull it on screen, is they are doing a right now type of deal where, oops, we're going to see if we can drag this a little bit more in. I didn't want to show you my email, but in the email I got something that said, hey, less than 12 hours remaining. I think that they're going to run this, I hope it's not till the 15th, but I mean, if you're thinking about getting it, use the coupon code here for 50% off. I mean, it's a huge savings. If not, there's a $100 coupon code somewhere in their documentation about Medical Pro that you can jump in there as well. So try to get it half off. Let's talk about pricing. As you've just seen, pricing is $300. That's for 1 year of updates and 1 year of support. This is going to be a shocker. It was a shocker for me, but $300 a year to keep on getting the updates from Medical Pro was a little shocking. It's a good product, and I think in the niche, it's going to easily be able to make your money back. There was no hesitation for me to purchase it. But again, for some of you guys, I know that $69 or even renewing the support after looking at the group, some of you guys had a problem with that. So just want to be upfront. I'm not sure that it's going to drop. I don't think that they should drop the price. I think that the niche speaks for itself. Now, speaking of the niche, I didn't see any permalinks as of now. In the test site, there was some permalinks that mentioned Medical Pro or medical or something to that nature. I'm not seeing those now, but again, I'll have to take a deeper look. I think this can be used for any profession that had like a location, so switching out the word hospitals, as well as service professionals, whether it be athletes, whether it be doctors of any kind, or vets, or, I don't want to give you guys too many of my details, but anything that had a service profession that could do video consultations or that could chat with people live, make money, this could be entrepreneurs. So keep in mind, we're just going to go through some of the features here. This is the demo, just imported the demo. I haven't done anything with it. Just wanted to launch this video for you guys. It comes standard. Actually, I did do something. I added myself as a doctor. Just so I felt special. I'm the Overnight Coder, so also known as Dr. Overnight Coder. So we've got this banner here. I do want to show you that the banner has a background image as well as an overlay image, which is this lady here, which we'll go into. Same ListingPro features that we've seen before with the Near Me, the Find. A little bit of different features here. Of course, this can be standard, which is partners. This is going to be a standard ListingPro element, sorry, not standard, but a ListingPro element. This is another new element which will show, more features as you have them in there, which for some reason I don't have any. On the demo version or the beta version, I actually did have some that were automatically thrown in there, but maybe something's happened there. A little bit of call to action, Dolly, more custom elements. A new call to action field that a lot of you guys were using. That old style was pretty ugly. This one they've cleaned up a lot, as well as a little bit more. We got the footer there, big footer. So awesome. We're going to jump in here. There's no menu yet. I'm going to jump into the search page so you guys can see that. The search page is absolutely phenomenal. I like the way that they've sponsored these and made them really noticeable compared to just a little ad button. I've only got 3 on a page right now, but of course I'm going to increase that a lot. And then you'll see the map kind of based here with a little bit more functionality with the image or the profile image in the picture, and then your buttons instead of, remember, there was no buttons, just the text unless you did some custom coding. It's already set for the features, so they can select different filters and kind of select them out that way. Language is here, just hidden. But of course you can add to that as well, so nothing crazy that we just can't get over there. I really like this claim feature for the certified doctors who, in the old school we claim. I'm going to open this up in a new tab, and then also book an appointment. It's going to take you to the same screen. I was just kind of testing, kind of showing you that, yes, same thing. But you're able to start booking these doctors. The doctor not only has signed up and clicked off the taking new patients, online prescriptions, as well as video consultations. You've got the description and then a little bit of the old school information, but in tabs. Not only the tabs, you do have a lot more down here, reviews at the bottom. And I'm sorry, not tabs, but scroll downs to the different sections. So About Me brings you to the top, frequently asked questions. And those scroll with the page. So as you're down here at the bottom, at reviews, if you were to go to About Me, okay, yeah. If you go to insurance, what's up with the About Me? About Me is not scrolling to the top, so maybe we'll mark that. I might have to do some testing there, but About Me will not take me back to the top. Meanwhile, everything else kind of works, so maybe that's just not in there yet. They are still expecting a few bugs. I'm not expecting anything too huge. I went through to make sure that I can build the site around this before showing this, so I'm not going to show something that's completely buggy, but obviously we're missing some type of tag here to make it scroll back up to the top. Not a big deal. With that being said, the bookings, all firsthand, I actually started a post about this in the original group and then contacted them. I was like, hey, I can't book anybody. I noticed that all the locations were closed. Keep in mind, this isn't a bug. When you add new listings, it'll allow the user to select their times when they're open. So I'm going to go back to the Timothy Freund one that I created. Again, I didn't put in any information, but if we go into this one, I'm going to show you that, yes, I put in the times. In my case, open 24 hours for pretty much all of them because I'm not a doctor. And then some of them I did closed days, which opens up the booking field to actually kind of work. The way this works is, yes, you would pick your hospital that I signed up to, or that I suggested, and I'll also go into that. You select your insurance plan. I haven't tested with no insurance. I know that most people have insurance, but if their insurance plan isn't on here, they need to be able to select some type of other insurance, whether, I'm not going to get into insurance companies that wouldn't be on here for that. But some hospitals do take insurance. It's not just set companies that they only take insurance from. There'll be insurance companies that, they just need whatever documentation to prove that. So for, let's say for this one here, I'm also going to pick a time. I set 24 hours, so, I'm in the office all the time. We're in the hospital all the time. Once you choose a time, you're allowed to continue the booking. So continue booking is going to ask for a little bit more information, going to have their set time, name, date, and then that'll go through to a submit form. They can also, that would be for the in-person, they can also do video consultation. Video consultation is a pretty cool feature which is going to allow them to open up pretty much an appointment that goes in through the doctor. The doctor is definitely going to have to provide their video type of consultation. I didn't see any integrations built in with Zoom or anything like that at this point, but it could be something that they look forward to doing. Maybe just put your Zoom ID here, but then that limits it to just Zoom, where doctors can really use anything. They might have their own platform. They might be using Skype, so it just makes it easy, I think, to kind of keep it open. But in the future, maybe I might design something that allows them to select preset features. Going in a little bit more, I think that's all that's on my homepage. I know that there are some, we'll go into some other pages. I do want to show you the dashboard and the add listing page. So the add listing page, I'm just going to open up in a new tab. I've got my standard plans. Now the good thing about this theme is if you're already comfortable with ListingPro, you're going to see that this is an easy theme to navigate around with just a few additional features. And I don't want to just say like just a few, because yes, they're pretty intense features, but again, if you have the ListingPro experience, this makes it all much easier. I looked at the back end, I was like, oh, I can figure this out. This isn't going to be anything difficult for me. So as you start submitting a listing, whoops, we're not going to use 3, 2, 1 kiteboarding. As you start submitting a listing, you can also select a hospital or suggest a hospital or clinic. I do like this feature, but being able to allow the name of the hospital is here. but being able to allow all the other information that comes with the hospital that they would be asking comes in clutch. Because what happens when I submit this hospital, it just goes into the back end. And on the back end, I'm going to open up that soon. On the back end, it just gives me the hospital name, when really there were all the other questions that a normal hospital would have, so or the regular hospitals have, like how many beds, what times are you open. Now, unfortunately, it sounds like we're going to have to do this work manually. So somebody would suggest a hospital or clinic that they work at, and you would either have to gather that data from them or look up that hospital. But unfortunately, when you're looking at it, like how many beds does a hospital have? Let's go into see if I can find the hospitals page. We're going to find my doctor. I don't have a menu yet. I should definitely have a menu. Let's go back in here. We're going to click on one of the hospitals here. So you do have a general hospital page here that shows you all the workers that you can find there. But like you see up here, so the 92 beds, 7 doctors, 33 ambulances, the emergency number, the time. You're actually going to have to gather that manually, which I think is not going to be as fun as I want. But again, maybe it's something I've just looked over. But again, if they suggest something, as you see in the submit listing section, they're just suggesting a hospital name. So here's where you put the rest, video consultant fee, which is the fee that they want, for paying money. You're also able to take a commission off this. Default is 50%. That's not going to work with anything that I'm doing, but 10%, 5%, that definitely could work. And that's just for my niche. You can also add multiple hospitals. So just because I add this one set of times, I can also add a new hospital here. I can also choose the categories that I'm choosing to list on my website, which will be pretty awesome. And then right now it's set up to take in languages as well. So just depending on if you're doing nationwide, or if you're just doing a select location, you could use language. If I'm an English traveling person traveling to a Chinese location or an Oriental if I'm traveling to a different location that isn't English, insurances. Choose your insurance. So for submitting a listing, not really sure how I'm going to incorporate this, because technically, I guess it's multiple select. They can kind of select the insurances that they normally take, but this means that this list is going to be pretty comprehensive. And if I start doing more than one country, this could be a problem. Again, not sure how we're going to incorporate some of these things. And then choose your award, same thing. I need to be able to type an award and submit that, because yes, not all the doctors are going to be, there's not just 3 awards or not just 20 awards that they could win, and I'm sure they want to specialize or feature these awards. So a couple things that could use a little bit of tweaking, but nothing huge. I'm still super ecstatic. The features, frequently asked questions, descriptions, all this stuff you're familiar with, and then the next page you're also familiar with, takes them to checkout. The dashboard. Dashboard is going to look probably really comfortable to you. Same style layout. It's got the same features. We are introducing a couple new areas. I haven't checked into all these to see if there's any new features in the announcements, events, appointments. Actually, appointments is the new feature. It's not the old school appointments. This adds the appointments from what was set up. So if you see both these statuses are green, which means I approved them. If I go over here, you're going to see the stuff change. So hospital name is where I need to make sure that I'm at 11 to 11:30. This is the client information. If I need to change anything, actually this was a video consultation. So we should have set this up. I would have contacted the user. This one would have been an in-person meeting, however you want to call it. And I choose to call it consultation because, yes, if you're going to use consultations or anything of that nature, or checkups, or secondary appointment, vaccine shots, things like that, this is where it would come into play in person. So inside that, or outside that, we have my bookings, which, did that just refresh my page? So all appointments and my bookings. Oh, my bookings, I'm sorry, appointments was for obviously the doctors. The my bookings would be what you see as the user. So I kind of messed up here. I used my own account while I was logged in to do these, so it didn't create a new account. So my bookings are also on here as well. Whether I need to pay, which I was having a little problem with this page, and I'm not sure that it's a bug quite yet, but I couldn't proceed to next. And I almost think that maybe because it's inside the same account, or maybe because I'm in an admin account. This part was the only bug, and I said there was no bugs. The only thing that I really found that I just couldn't, didn't have time to make it work. And I've only spent a few hours kind of playing around with this. But this, I'm not too concerned. But again, that should have taken me directly to reviewing payment and then done. Looks like there's some styling stuff going on here. Maybe this is supposed to be to the right. So, but we'll figure that out. The calendar, my earnings, so pretty cool. As the doctor here, I'm sure you guys have seen this in the video, but they are allowed to withdraw a balance once they get some funds here. You are allowed to set those balances. It shows you total earnings, total withdrawals, and this would be for the consultations or any money that they take. When the user pays now, this would go to them or go to you with the exception of the percentage. And at some point when they click the withdraw now, you're going to be entitled to pay that. So I haven't gotten that far to see if that, I doubt it's automatic with the app. It's probably going to be a manual payment, but again, I'm just guessing at this point. It'll tell me how much to pay. It'll be a manual payment and deduct everything here. I'll get back with you guys further on testing. And then payout settings, I really like this because it looked like it had a little bit more with Payoneer. And pay with other method is, something that could be pretty standard. So if the doctors don't have one of these four, which payout with bank is going to be an easy one, you can always pay out with another method and then describe that method in here. And of course, we can change that as an admin. We can change any of that information here. So instead of payout with other method, we can do Cash App, we can do Venmo, we can do whatever's popular in your country, whether it's Bahamas is PayFast. Something like that. What's your PayFast account, or however you were to pay with PayFast. So kind of making it easy for everybody to kind of integrate to pay their doctors or professional service people. And then as far as that, I want to say that's pretty much it that I've seen. Yeah. So again, I'll get back to you if I find anything else. Let's jump into the back end real quick, just kind of see what's going on there. So for the back end, we have a couple new things. Suggested hospitals. I tested this. This is where the suggested hospital came in. Unfortunately, it was just the suggested hospital title and then approve or not approve. So it was really, again, just kind of missing some things that I would have liked to see, but I guess you can keep it open, figure out those details, and add it to it. So it's not just suggested by somebody and wrong. But of course, you can edit the hospitals later. So. But yeah, same ListingPro designs you guys are used to seeing. Listings, add new categories, features tags. They've added hospitals as well as insurance and awards. And I won't go too in depth because you can see it's going to be the same layout, kind of like a category or a page layout. Insurance is going to be like a category layout. Awards like a category layout. And of course, you can go into each one and edit these or add more to them if things change. So kind of cool. I don't think that anybody's really responsible for the hospital. So let's just say the phone number changes. This would actually have to be submitted, or somebody would tell you that the hospital phone number changes. It's not like a listing where listing owners control their listing. The listing owner actually controls their profile. So if you go into listings, all you'll see is the profiles, which they can obviously append and edit and change plans and everything that ListingPro usually offers. Hey, so if you're coming in from YouTube and you've never seen my ListingPro tutorial, and you're just like, Tim, you're jumping all around, you're not talking about the ListingPro stuff, go check that tutorial out, because I'm not going to go over all this stuff from ListingPro. And you'll see, if you've watched the first and the second video for ListingPro 1 and ListingPro 2, this is just a follow-up to that with their Medical Pro add-on. Excuse me. Pricing plan, same. Ads, same. Events, everything same here. Appointments is new. Appointments is all the appointments that are in through the system, which is really cool because this is going to allow you to track, where some people are like, hey, we can't track lead forms. Well, this can be tracked. So really cool. You can tell them, hey, you've been doing really well on your site. Why don't you upgrade to the plan, get more exposure? Why don't you, purchase an ad? You're already doing really well. gets seen at the top of the search. In the appointments, you've got all bookings, you've got the earnings, which will be displayed here, with available balance, total earnings, and then total withdrawals, as well as all the doctor commissions and things going here. No PDF export for this. I'm not sure if there's any on their end, if they want to do some type of funds, on where they got this money from when they're doing their taxes, which in most countries we probably have to do. I'm not sure really how that's going to work. I might include it in my terms of service to keep track. But being able to print out, some type of PDF on their end, or, a documentation for who's paying and who's getting paid would be awesome. Withdrawals, obviously all the withdrawals. And again, I don't have any data in here, so I'm not even sure that it's not here. But thinking from a legal standpoint, tax time comes if I paid a guy $7,000, but my PayPal shows I took in $20,000. I'm not claiming 20, I'm claiming 13. So I need some type of proof. And of course, my PayPal account will also have that. But a lot of times I would really like to see something like that on here under a doctor's report. But just me being finicky. Elementor, oh, that's mine. Nothing here. Appearance, Medical Pro Setup Wizard is the initial setup. Setup was really easy. I just picked Elementor WP Bakery, hit continue, and it was done. I'm really happy to see that. Plugins. I'm going to show you the plugins. The standard plugins that you normally get, including this. Make sure you follow the instructions when you load up the theme. They have, you have to use 2.64 or higher, and then you install this. I had problems with the beta, which don't exist now, but I think I had to activate it like 3 or 4 different times. You will get a Medical Pro add-on activation license as well. So, you have to plug that in to activate the Medical Pro add-on. Users, tool, nothing new here, nothing new here. And then we get to theme options. This is where the big boys are going to be. As far as the site modifications, I am going to go through a couple of these, and I'll try to keep it quick so the video is not an hour long, but I do want to show you. I've enabled the child theme, of course. So starting at the top, general, this is going to be your standard stuff. This actually came with it, so this was built in, which I'm not kind of sure why this wasn't thrown in the styling CSS file, but they've chosen to start me off with this wonderful coding here, which I'm going to put my styling CSS up here. So everything that you're used to on this page. User dashboard, everything that you're used to, with the inclusion of appointments, but we already had as well. Notice to listing, earnings, that's on and off. So a couple new features there, right? Typography, not going to bother. Header, so this is where I got a little sad. I'm not too disappointed because it's still new, but it says select from 1 to 9 header styles. I have 1. So as a coder, this isn't going to bother me. But as a non-coder, somebody wanting different styles out of the box, this definitely needs some more styles. We all don't want the same top header. We might not want the join now. So give us the predefined styles you had before. We'll be happy with that. Maybe add a new one. With that being said, I think that was the only thing on that page. Banner, this one's also a little deterring. We only get 1, even though it says 1 of 7. You're only getting 1 banner style as of now. Now, again, as a coder, you can rip that whole banner apart, pull the search out, and call it a day. But everybody's going to have the same type of site for the banner unless they do the custom work until they add some more. They did, remember when I said that banner was broken down into 2 pieces? You have the background image and the profile layout. Here's the background image. Here's the profile picture layout. So you do get kind of a choice on what goes on left and right. And I think that's really cool because this could be your NFL athlete, right? Your entrepreneur, your CDD specialist. A little bit of functionality there, and then obviously you have just the search fields, which we're not going to talk about. There are the text fields that we're just used to filling out some text on the page. Map, nothing's changed in map, nothing's changed in the vlog. Listings, still got the app view. I was hoping they removed app view too because that sucked. I'm just kidding. Some of you guys have used that, just made some customization. So I'm so just kidding. I get a lot of gripes about it just in general. They gave you a little bit different default settings. Syncing that 3 listings per page is probably a good idea. Again, I'm going to increase that. It's not a small layout; it's the portfolio layout, but still, I kind of want to go with more than 3 plus my 2. So I might extend that to 10, 15, something like that. But we'll see how it looks. Listing detail, nothing really. I didn't go into all these specifically. I want to talk because I can't imagine that there's too much in here. Listing submit will probably have your additional fields. Hey, they turned some of this stuff off. I like that. Website URL. Oh, okay. So they've got the old ListingPro stuff in here, but figured, hey, you might not want to use it because listing owners probably don't have a website. So they've kind of made this easy, settings for you to kind of run out of the box if you wanted to, which is pretty cool. Location. Not going to go into all these. It's covered in my ListingPro video. Nothing new here. Author archive. Not really using that. Hospital archive. So the archive page of hospitals, which I did not show you, and I don't even think I have a page for. Do I? I guess we're gonna have to set that. I don't have one now. But to get to, let's just see if we can find one really quick. So if I were to come here and I want to go to a hospital, but I just want to see all the hospitals. Maybe if we go into one, does it have, Medical Pro Hospital. I don't like that permalink. But perfect. There's nothing added. I really don't like that. Hopefully we can change that permalink. I haven't even checked, but I'm definitely not going to want that. Medical Pro, especially if we're going to be using this for other niches as well. So something to check into, something to voice about if it's not already. Don't complain about it yet. I haven't checked, but I'm not able to find a list of hospitals. I thought I had seen it maybe in my beta setup, or maybe it was an element I threw on the page, but you are going to have a hospital archive that can allow you to select hospitals. I kind of want to jump into URL config and see if we can change that already. Pricing plan, nothing new. I'm sure that there's some stuff here. Payment, some people are going to want to see this. The checkout page, invoice style, everything's the same there. And so you get to checkout. Checkout was there before, right? Maybe. Commission, enabled, disabled. This is for your consultations or your meetings. Payout settings, which is same. Tax is, I want to see if they've taxed. No, they haven't included tax on the commission or allow you to turn it on and off. Email management, you've got some new stuff in here. New layouts, still the same formatting where you got to go into visual, copy everything and paste it over in text. I'm not sure if that's fixable. I think it just kind of switches when you put yourself into a WordPress text box. But new booking submission, you've got some new fields here, booking room. So appointment rooms can be set. I haven't really got into this, so that should be really interesting. Booking room. Maybe just for your actual room. So I'm thinking, more so for like a video room, but that's not going to be the case. Privacy, invoice, nothing really new here. Ads, going to be the same thing you're used to for ads. URL configure. Alright, so we definitely need to get that permalink with Medical Pro out of here on the hospitals. And again, that might be easy. I haven't taken a look, but I don't like that. If you could just put location or something similar, that would help with anybody who doesn't call it a hospital, right? So if it's a medical center, if it's a clinic, if it's anything built for entrepreneurs or athletes. I know this is MedPro, but this could open up the field for us to use it other places. And again, I'm thinking outside the box. So as of now, it'll work, although I don't want it to call Medical Pro anyway. Sorry, I think I'm getting a stuffy nose. Contact page, nothing changed. So I think that's a majority of it. I hope that, nothing here was supposed to be in bad terms. Everything, I'm really excited for this. I mean, I paid the money. I suggest, if you're in the field, you pay the money. This is going to be an awesome theme. This is version 1, and as we know from what they do, we're expecting updates. It's just Listing Pro is like the update king, and I'm sure they're going to be adding stuff. This is the first look at Medical Pro. So I know that I did run into a few hiccups. You guys know my videos; they're raw, uncensored, uncut. But that's what you get. I haven't fully tested this. I will do another video with kind of some updates and things that are going on and things that I found and things I didn't find, as you guys know. But as of now, that's what I have. So I ran into a couple things. There's a couple pluses. There's a couple things we're going to have to work on or modify. But I think this is a really good template to jump right in on. So I appreciate you guys' time here. A couple things I wanted to bring up was make sure you use the coupon. I have a Facebook group. It's Facebook themes or Listing Pro themes. I'll post a link down below. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. Other than that, make sure you use the coupon code. It's not my specific coupon code. It's their coupon code for 50% off. I think that's going to run out soon, so grab your copy while you can, and share your comments down below. Thanks so much.